I'm sorry, the fourth time that they cut the line each time. They pay for every minute, but they keep charging every time you reconnect. They say that doesn't happen. Listen, it's that he's in this room that, so the psychologist want to make sure he can kill himself. So the psychologist finally came. And he said to her, if you leave me here with myself, with no light, no nothing, I'm in a cement block, let me go back to the and see where I am. You know, please don't leave me here. And spoke to him for a little bit, and she said, no, you're going to be fine, I know that. I just have to go back and, you know, I've got to do these reports I have to write. Once I get those written, and then submit them, and then get them approved, you'll be able to go back. So he was just going back like in an hour. But I think because I'll lose my mind with you. It's all spirit on the inside. The point you see is yourself. The lights never shut off, day or night. The fluorescent lights, he says, all night. He said, I just want to go back where I was. But just I know people, I can see people. He says, here, I'm in a box. And he's just, well, I'm sure the whole back is just beginning to there. So I can't push it. I'm not that strong. And I also know how he is a year ahead. His body and everything just slowly started to deteriorate. I'm old. I have a life. We had a great marriage. Happy, we traveled, we lived good. I was really not unhappy. And I wanted to just say goodbye. And that's like that. It doesn't painful. It's so good place. We bought our cemetery property a couple of months ago. We're good. I'm good. But when I did this weekend, because I had said something that made me feel like I had enough and I'm not going to watch. It's not going to go well. I know what I need to do. Now, something is wrong because we lived here last year. She's never once just come over. I hate so much. And I'm sorry. Probably. Then we'll make sure not is all on day one. She sat down on the couch right there. I was sitting here, and she didn't say, this is a horrible night for all of us. Charlie not fought for his life. It was all aggravated. But it isn't worth taking just sat there. I'm in a direction. So I'm not suicidal. I'm fine. The voice tomorrow night? Yes, it's good. Something I should be on. Now, am I suicidal? Do I want to go to sleep and not see my son? I do. Perfectly honest, I do. And what we do, we'll do it together. Leave a note, they'll know when to come together. And we'll do it together. The boy. Look, then make a decision at some point. So after speaking to Dan this morning and knowing what they're thinking up there, I don't know if we'll make it out in time, I really don't. But Dan said, you might, or you might do all of it, get to the airport, and they'll stop. And that could happen. It could happen, I don't know, but it's worth a try. I I tried and tried and tried. I don't know what we're doing. But I don't know what we're doing. And we have to look at stuff alone and so that what we would have.
What was it? How was it normally done?
Well, the stipulations, which are who's in charge and we got through, Donna Adelson, H. And everything for joining partners and the president and the trustee. And on the trustee and the board, joining is the other. Then the trustee by 30 years, this somebody with the lunch. And I was not going to take care of that. So, we make some effort to respond and to the call, which is now I could sit here with you and say, would you do that? I can't because there we go. So you tell the guy to George? No, I don't know how to get in touch with them. So I said, let me ask George. So I said, George, I can't get in touch with them. Boston told me my lawyer is the her lawyer is the doctor. And it was that not about the case. I had said, he said, sure. When I said, I just got off with Charlie, he's worried about you. He wants to know what, yes. We know you never asked anything about your brother, and she doesn't, and she told me it's her lawyer that she should know. So we found out it's not true, but we just got off the phone with him.
And her attorney said,
I never told her that.
I never confronted that.
No. So I wrote this last night. We know you never asked anything about your brother. This is 8 o'clock last night. But we just got off the phone with him, and the first thing he asked was, how's Wendi holding up? I didn't have the heart to tell him that you never called up or asked about him. I just said, we weren't up to phone calls right now. Everyone wants to protect you. I think you've got lots to think about. But then she didn't answer. But then I got another call from Charlie. And I said, just got off the phone with Charlie. He is worried about you. He wants to know why we didn't speak. I told him a lie. I said, we're only speaking with you and Dan right now. I couldn't bear to tell them the truth. Your sister never even called us, is the truth. So she said this morning, I thought she'd be racing over here last night. Dear Mom, I know you are upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified. I don't know how much anger there is. Really don't. I'm not responsible in any way for Charlie's situation. I am not guilty because I did not do anything wrong, and I was not involved in any way with Danny's death. Which she was. When I was interviewed by the police and testified in court, I told the truth, as I was required to do. I cannot control how the prosecutor used my statement for Charlie's trial. Again, I didn't say that. Also, as you know, my lawyer has advised me not to talk to my family or anyone else about this case. Now, about the case, which is true, he's never done it. I followed his advice despite your disagreements with this guidance. Please do not text me about this case anymore. Not about the case, is it? Not what I said. About her brother. And then one, how are you, Wendi? How's my sister holding up? If you have anything further to say about the case, please go through our lawyers. Right now, I have to be singularly focused on taking care of the boys during this difficult time. So I wrote back, okay, we have no desire to speak with you about the case. I guess Dad and I are just shocked that you didn't think of coming to see us or even calling us. We are your parents. We are and have always been there for you and the boys. None of what we wrote matters about the case. That's over. I just want you to know how many times Charlie is asking about you. Not only do you not ask about us, but not one question about Charlie, right? We will need to give you some information shortly, and we need some business assistance. Please let us know if you can be of any help. I have a space here. I want you to propose. We're going to be gone. I want her to have all this information. I have the cemetery property. I want her to see all that. I want her to have all these cases and the wills. I want her to see all this. So please let us know if you can be of any help. The other thing is the visa, which she would know about, but no, I said we need some business assistance. Please let us know. If not, we'll try to find someone who can help us. This needs an immediate reply so I can start asking other people to help. And then she always gets nervous if we want to talk to her. So I wrote, don't get nervous. Again, nothing in capital letters, nothing about the case. Just would like to show you some business stuff and personal things. If you can't do it, we must find someone who can. I hope you understand that it has nothing to do with the case. There is no more case. And then I wrote, by the way, you said you have to focus on the boys, like you told them. So when I got George before, I said to him, because I was over there last night, I said, well, that's Wendi, but it hasn't got any word from her, so did you tell the boys? And he said, she did. Now, I know Dan was very close. He was writing to Charlie. So I said, how are they? He's been very quiet. He didn't really talk much. It was within time, faithful, and good, so he was coming home. He was never coming back. And so, he did it in 10 minutes, and he was in the bathroom. It was fine. He's a child. That's okay. I don't want to see him miserable enough death. That's not my goal. I just want to know how hard it is. So, that's what I said earlier, to do it, because it was technical stuff that I couldn't do on the computer, and it just we were out of it. So, I used the computer person, so I said, can you help me with some computer stuff that I can't get done? And he was on some business calls, and so that he texted me just before I could meet at maybe 5:30, would that be good? I said, yes, but if I can get stuff done, let us know.
I told you
We have the photos. We have to get them downloaded, and the other thing I don't understand, I'm not sure to help me with it, we've been looking it up over and over, and things change if there is extradition from Vietnam. Because we've looked at all the places, I mean, I could go to Korea and China, but there's no extradition. But we're looking for places where there's no extradition. Who? Really? Good. Maybe she knows about, maybe she can look up the extradition issue before we go take their time.
How long you had, my parents, my lawyer, but if you mention it to Wendi, Wendy gonna tell somebody.
We tell her beforehand, I need to tell you something as an attorney who doesn't talk. It has nothing to do with the case. It just has to do with Mom and I, and some decisions that we have to make. Yeah, I know you want to bring it up and show her where everything is. Because if it's a plane crash, no one's going to know where anything is, or who belongs to what. So I would like her to come up here so she can see it. I don't think that's asking too much. She can live 3 hours a week. Every time she says, can you do this, can you come here, can you do this? Everything, how many times do we have plans that I know we can't cancel Wendy needs us for this, Wendy needs us to babysit. So we've been really good nannies, and I guess our job is up. Because now we're getting older, they can go out with friends, they can do things on their own. So she doesn't need grandma's grandpa. Okay, pretty hurtful. I have one son that I speak with. I have one son that's supposed to be in jail. And my daughter, whom I love, is doing this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I said to Mother, and please God, our family was cursed. So we cursed. And I don't know how to take care of it anymore. So. I have to, I shut off the sound because it doesn't stop. I'm sure you did. I'll tell you if you need an address to put on the visa. What was that? Nobody knows where we are, but everybody took some extra time first. Look up. She must be in a child.
Attorney's complete approach, Richard.